There we go. All right, now everything's started. Am I unmuted on PlayStation? I am. I'm not cringe. Unlike I did last time where I started muted. All right, we're back. But Nia's not here with us, unfortunately. Her son is sick.
Hello,
Hopefully,
everyone.
Hello.
hopefully.
Hi. Juicy here.
Ho- What's the what? Oh, fuck. Never mind.
It's your boy.
Now I feel cringe.
Walkie-talkie.
June 17th, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
This is it. The big day. Did you get any sleep?
Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so.
Oh? What time did you wake up?
3 a.m.
That's only 2 hours, Apollo. But at least you have me. And the amazing Mr. Hat. Who's looking at you, kid?
Oh, fuck. I think this is, right. Good luck today, Apollo.
That voice.
It's Clavier. Hey, get any sleep?
Mr. Wright.
I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out earlier today. Somehow, that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joint seem almost fun.
Daddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today?
Take a guess.
How about Little Pun?
That Sherman tank of a mom? Nope, guess again.
That's too bad. You know, speaking of moms, you need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy.
It's barely morning and you're already at it, Trucy.
Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecutor's witness is?
Alita Tiala, your client's fiancée.
She's going to be a witness?
But that seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiance?
You have to wonder what Gavin's up to.
Something's going down today. That much is clear.
Well, don't worry. I've got my panties back. Hold on. If we can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there.
Is that how the magic works? June
Guys?
17th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number... What?
What happened?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying, guys, as in that just seems weird.
I know.
We'll pull a killer
It's
out
totally
of their
normal in a
panties.
court of law, don't you
Oh,
know?
shit.
I was eating Ritz crackers.
Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kataki.
God damn it, I got crumbs in my beard!
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution is warmed up, and it's a sold-out house.
Very well. To recap,
Last time on.
well, yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party.
For science!
Guilty of panty snatching.
For science!
We did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant.
Correct, Herr Judge. And today, I'd like to do something a little new age. I'd like to look at this horrible crime from the outside.
The outside.
Brother, it took place in a park.
Acquisition of the murder weapon, the preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all, you see. To his betrothed.
Is betrothed?
His fiancée, Hair Judge. His partner for life, with no chance for parole.
Oh, nice one.
That sounds awful.
Very well. You may show the, lucky lady to the stand.
Your name and occupation for a line? Oh, I guess I'm okay.
Yeah,
Alita
you just talk to
Tiala.
yourself.
My occupation is future wife.
Ah, traditional values. I respect that.
Of course.
Well, actually, do you want me to voice her instead? Because we have enough people.
Sure. I mean, I'm
Okay.
fine, whichever. It's kind of fun.
I can do that.
Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded. Underwater.
Oh, excuse me?
What? What?
Yeah, you're here today as a witness for the prosecution.
I don't think this
What?
this judge had his priorities straight.
I know, right?
To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first. But I couldn't hide the truth.
Honesty, another admirable trait. Wench.
Fräulein, is it true that, on the day of the crime, the defendant, Walkie-Talkie, confessed his plans? His plans for murder.
Yes.
The witness will please give her testimony to the court.
Oh god. Witness testimony. Walkie's plan.
It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Walkie found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols. And you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Walkie could have done it.
So, the pistol did belong to the Kataki family then?
Yes. With regards to this, an investigation is underway at the Kataki mansion. On charges of the possession of illegal firearms.
And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it?
Fired from the pistol the defendant procured? Yes. This has been proven.
You prove something like that.
Bullets carry marks from the barrel that fired them, called rifling marks.
Rifling marks?
Think of them as being a gun's fingerprint, left on every bullet it fires.
And when did you first hear about Walkie's plan?
It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Cross-examination. Time to press every statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
It was the day that the family health checkup results came back.
I'm not
That was the day of the murder, correct?
Sprite. Oh wait, I'm opening the Sprite. Alright.
Yes, everyone in the family received their checkup results that day. When Walkie looked at his face went so pale.
But of course, he had just found out that he had a bullet in his chest.
So you were there at the time?
Yes, poor Walkie. When Walkie found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage.
That must have been, quite frightening.
He was furious. He ripped his report up into shreds.
Incidentally, I had to request another copy to file as evidence. A bothersome chore, but one I performed without complaint.
Walkie's at an age where he's hard to control when he loses his temper. Of course, that little bit of instability is so cute.
Ooh boy.
Um,
She must be
Right.
colorblind because she's not seeing these red flags.
Now he sounds like a psychopath.
I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols.
So, is it easy to take a pistol out from the house?
Not really, I think. There's a system in place to limit access. But Walkie's a special case, being the next in line.
perhaps his treatment was a bit too special, yeah?
Well, maybe he is a bit spoiled. I hear he got amazing presents for his birthdays. Last year was a switchblade made out of chewing gum and a chocolate gravestone.
Sounds like he has a taste for sweets and danger.
Just like me.
The point here being that Walkie had access to a pistol.
Damn it, he got smart. And you already know what happened that night.
What happened? Meaning the murder.
I tried to stop him. I really did. But Walkie wouldn't listen.
Our defendant was nothing if not determined, it seems.
The last thing you should do is blame yourself, miss. You were too busy weaving baskets.
Underwater.
Nope, I couldn't do it underwater. That was the whole point.
I just don't see how anyone but Walkie could have done it.
How can you say that for certain? How?
Hair forehead, you will refrain from badgering the Fräulein. It was the defendant, Walkie was it, who took the pistol from his home. We know this for a fact now.
I suppose we do.
So, how could anyone else have used this pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, yeah?
That does seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point?
Yes.
Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
If someone else have used the pistol, there had to be another.
There had
Yeah,
to
there
be.
had to be
Yeah.
another, obviously.
They're like harping
But
on
how?
it. I don't know. Let's try it. Anyone from the family could have grabbed it.
Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. What other person had access to that pistol?
What's this?
Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Now look what who this other person with access was.
It could have been Alita herself.
fuck.
It has to be Alita. There's nobody else that would have
Or
done
also, wait, doesn't Plum also have access? Because
Plum
family?
would because she's family. I don't know why Alita would have access, but once he got it out, maybe she could have.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good point.
Wait, who's
She
on
would
the next
essentially
page? We have a whole other page. Like the dad would have too.
It's the Godfather. Well, he could have pulled it out, but he's not at the scene of the crime at all.
Yeah.
But she was. Oh,
course
Alita
she
was
was.
because of the slippers. Yeah, it could have been her.
Yeah, the footprints.
Oh, yeah, her slippers were there.
Well, of course. I mean, you, Miss Tiala.
Me? But why?
You were quite clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning.
Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed a man in cold blood on his behalf? I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but this?
It does seem a bit unfathomable, for sure. I'm all for romance, and for supporting your partner in life, to be sure. But I think I would hesitate at murder.
I hope you do more than hesitate. But what if a different connection could be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim. We might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé.
That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here?
You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe.
I have evidence showing a connection between the witness Miss Tiala and the victim that I totally didn't steal prior to this case.
I know, like, we totally found
It is now
legally, I promise.
inadmissible in court. Yeah.
This is completely normal to take.
Yeah, Milwaukee's chart.
That looks like a medical chart. I can't see too well.
Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic.
Found by whom, Apollo? Found by whom?
I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart.
What? I can't read. Miss Tiala! Whatever. Why is your name on this chart?
Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala?
I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice.
Our warm little fiancé just froze over.
I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That's all. Is there a problem with that?
Miss Tiala! You testified that you had no connection to the victim.
And I don't. Now.
You cold bitch.
Now,
Ooh.
I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess, you're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past. Am I right?
That's not true at all! Why, I embrace the ones I love.
there's no connection now. Doesn't fly in a court of law.
Let me stop you, Your Honor, right there. We ain't,
I need to know about your love life.
Doesn't fly.
She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Katakis. You left your job at the Maractus Clinic, true. But you remain connected somehow.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Show us the evidence that you procured legally that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic.
The shoes.
Mm-hmm.
This hand here.
These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they?
Well, who knows? I'm sure there are lots of people with those sandals.
Oh, sorry, Fräulein, but your act isn't working. Your moment of hesitation just now cost you.
What's with you? I thought you were on my side.
Perhaps you are unaware that toes leave toe prints. A simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all.
Well,
Now we see your true colors.
Damn right.
I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Walkie back on the straight and narrow.
This court thinks you need to worry less about Walkie and more about yourself. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story.
Your sandals were found in the entrance to the clinic. Which means you went there on the day of the murder.
Well, there's a little point in denying it.
Very well, the witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the Maractus clinic that day?
Witness testimony. The Maractus Clinic. I did go to the clinic that day, my first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Walkie had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful, as an old friend.
My mistake, you mean? The mistake we heard about from the defendant? The botched operation?
He was a timid, small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know?
That does make sense.
Yes, but there's still one thing which does not.
What's that, Prosecutor Gavin?
The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home.
Oh,
I would have worn those sandals home too.
What?
Alright, Your Honor.
Oh, wow.
So,
I'm
why were those
stylish.
sandals left behind?
He pointed out the contradiction before me.
There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Miss Tiala? Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals there, which you wore home by mistake.
Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, it's nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation. Yeah, Forehead?
Oh, what the? No fair! She's filling the holes in her he's filling the holes in her testimony.
The defense may begin the cross-examination.
she's
You're missing
definitely sus.
Yeah.
I did go to the clinic that day, my first time in half a year since I quit in January.
Around what time did you go to the clinic?
I don't remember exactly, but it was after 9:30, I think.
And what was the first time you had contacted Dr. Maractus in half a year?
Of course it was. He wasn't the kind of boss you made friends with.
So why did you go to the clinic that day?
I went to warn him. After all, I knew Walkie had the pistol.
Did you want Dr. Maractus to run away?
Well, after I failed to stop Walkie, I thought that was the only way to avoid the problem.
Couldn't you have called? Why go in person?
I called several times that evening, but no one was in.
The victim was busy driving home until after 9 p.m. that night, remember? This was proven by this mirror yesterday, yeah?
I thought if I warned him, he would run away for sure. Knowing the doctor.
The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake.
You mean the act of malpractice on Walkie, correct?
If he had just told Waki the truth in the beginning, none of this would have happened.
True. That operation was the start of this whole affair.
Oh, of course if he told him. He might have been erased by the Kitakis much earlier.
A disturbing thought.
We know that the Maractus Clinic had ties to the Kitaki family. He probably couldn't have gone to the police, even if he wanted to.
That's why I knew I had to warn him. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets.
Yeah,
Who
right,
said
lady.
that? Like,
Bet.
No
else is that?
I don't have any dead bodies in my basement, I
What?
promise.
Look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing.
She's hiding something. I know it.
We had to use the bracelet.
I must have some evidence that proves it, too.
Oh yeah, I don't...
You're free to think whatever you like. I went to that clinic with only one thought in mind. I wanted to tell him to be careful, as an old friend.
But then you'd be betraying Walkie, wouldn't you?
No, I did it for him! For us!
She went to warn him so that her fiancé would not have to commit such a crime, yeah?
I didn't want them to take my walkie away.
There's no way she just went to that clinic just to warn him.
You know why she went, Apollo?
I have to figure out what really happened at the clinic. And
Alright, so what are we feeling?
I think she's screwing the doctor.
I don't...
I'm gonna be
didn't
honest.
see any tells.
She's hiding something. Like, you keep seeing her expression change and
Why-
how cold she went, you know?
But I don't see,
Why would
like,
she-
a specific tell. Because, like, she makes this face... Oh, wait, she just rolled her eyes. Wait,
Yeah.
go back?
Why would she leave her sandals at the clinic?
Oh, no, she's fine. Okay.
That's like the idle animation. Okay.
Yeah, it's just idle.
And besides that, the bracelet isn't lighting up, so she's not
Mhm.
lying.
Oh, it has
Or
to light
rather,
up for
she's-
us to know, like, notice.
Yeah.
Okay. What evidence do we have? We know this is true. He hasn't admitted to his mistake.
Well, obviously it has to be something about the dark secrets, right? Because even Apollo said I have to have a piece of evidence for it.
What's the lampshade? Broken. Okay, no, that proves nothing. Wait.
Mm.
No, that proves nothing.
Wait, why does he have a bullet if he couldn't take the bullet out? Is that the dark sea? No. No, squish from the impact, so it got shot into the safe. I'm not hiding any dark secrets. Because we already showed the evidence. Is this the evidence? Do we show it again?
Yeah,
like,
that- Yeah.
I would imagine, yeah.
But we
because,
already
like,
showed
you,
it.
You knew about it.
I guess. Let's try it.
Yeah, okay. Nothing to lose, right? Except for
Oh, like she
For
never told
penalties.
Walkie.
chunk of health.
Yeah, okay.
Wait. Why did she leave the sandals though?
Well, we don't know, but we know why she's asking why would I have gone to the clinic? And she would have gone to, like, hide the evidence that she knew about the bullet. I guess.
Okay. Okay. Let's do it.
Oh, wait, can we look
Very
at the
good.
gun afterwards?
this chart
Oh, you
was
wanna look at
found
it now?
inside the safe in the doctor's office.
You want to look at it now?
I just want to see. Do we know how many bullets it shot?
Yes, it shot 2 bullets.
2 bullets. Okay,
rounds.
so she must have shot into the safe. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. Cool.
Okay, so you think that she took the pistol, but it was left at the crime scene.
But she must have gone there first, try to shoot at him, or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know, because there was a bullet inside. Okay, that's all I wanted to check.
Yes.
Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiana, you know why it was, don't you?
mind filling me in?
Oh, poor Judge.
Yeah, I am not here.
Dr. Maractus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away.
Bad hair, Doctor.
And this is where you come in, Miss Tiala. The nurse who filled this chart was you, which means you knew about Waki's failed operation.
Interesting.
You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kind of makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it?
You're bold for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor was responsible for the chart's contents.
This chart business seems to be quite important.
Nah.
Please amend your testimony accordingly.
Too bad, little attorney.
Oh.
Oh, man.
My bracelet's reacting again.
What is it, Apollo?
I felt my bracelet tighten just now.
Your bracelet?
Just like yesterday. Like you said, I'll be able to summon Exodia soon. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habit gives them away.
But I can't see anything, Apollo.
Eh? Then what's my bracelet reacting to?
Wait, maybe... Yes, that has to be it.
What has to be it?
Your senses, Apollo. They must be sharper than mine.
Huh?
I can't see it, but you can sense it.
I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything.
Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony. But we don't know what her nervous habit is.
Well, then what do we do?
You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo, with your eyes and your senses and summon Exodia.
Then it's up to me and my bracelet and the fact that I'm a man.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
And my grandfather's dick!
My
The
grandpa's
heart of
deck
the
has no
cards.
pathetic cards.
But it does have the unstoppable.
Bracelet.
Oh, damn.
I don't know
That's not what
why,
the-
but the bracelet helps. Somehow touching it helps me focus.
Oh my god!
No, you
Wait.
can read that again, but in a different tone of voice.
Somehow touching it helps me focus.
Oh my god!
Cold edgy.
Let's give it a shot and break down that testimony.
Data train!
Why would I go to the clinic now for a half-year-old chart?
Shit. Is it her finger?
Finger?
I don't know what else. The switching.
There we go.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, look, it's twitching. I
Oh,
think.
she's like playing with her
Ring.
ring. She's playing with her ring
Mm.
with her thumb. Okay.
Why go to the clinic for a half-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was quite clear, Miss Tiala. You have a nervous habit. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb to fiddle with your ring.
What?
She wasn't sure. I saw it. Now, that's the key word. That chart wasn't part of your past. It was a clear and present threat.
That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have had 6 months to do something about it.
Oh no.
Indeed.
Huh?
Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that chart a problem for you now.
A health checkup?
I've got her on the ropes now. I can feel it. Time to strike the killing blow with evidence.
The health checkup report?
Miss Diallo,
Pulls out the gun.
there's no use trying to hide it.
Bang!
Did you think he was never gonna get a health checkup in his life? Like,
Oh my god, wait, I know I'm just
No,
catching on,
all
but she
he-
won't
all
be
she needed to
Walking
do-
Dead.
Is make sure
Yeah.
he didn't get a health checkup in 6 months.
oh, so that
no.
she could just inherit all of it? That makes sense. That.
Walkie, why can't you just be happy?
Because
Oh,
then it
well.
would have all been blamed on the doctor. Oh my god, that's so
Yeah.
fucking dirty.
A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Kitakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever.
Oh my god, go to the doctor, Jesus.
What did you think? Well, what did you think when you heard about this?
Nothing. Why should I think anything?
Oh? I would think that you were positively beside yourself. Because you were afraid. You knew what Waki's chest x-ray would reveal. A full half year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When the chart came back to haunt you.
Shit. I need back from the mic to do that.
You sent her to the Shadow Realm!
That's all, Your Honor. Drop mic.
Damn. What just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying?
I sensed it. There was a great aura emanating from her forehead. Very cool. So the lady was lying, it seems.
That's correct. She said she had no connection to the Maractus Clinic. But her connection was deep indeed, a bit too deep. If the Kitakis got a hold of this chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala?
You guessed it.
Order! Order!
I did it. I broke her testimony.
Amazing, Apollo! I didn't see it at all. Daddy was right about you.
Wait!
Miss Tiala?
It's true. That chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about Waki and went home.
It appears this cross-examination is far from over.
What?
She hid the truth from us. This is clear, yet it is not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand.
I was falling asleep. Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination.
On next week's episode. I was so close.
You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo.
Bet.
Just keep touching your bracelet.
Nothing happened at all.
Yeah,
I
keep
warned him
touching
and
it.
left.
How did Dr. Maractus respond to the warning?
Oh, he was quite surprised. Panicky, even. Who wouldn't be scared to learn a Kataki was after them?
Incidentally, this court is not afraid of any mobsters. Why, we had a life-threatening situation just yesterday, right here in this courtroom.
Yeah, real impressive the way you stood up to the attack of the amazing Mr. Hat, sir. This could be a
After
South Park
which
episode.
It could be.
After which I carried you back to your chambers.
Sounds like the judge had quite a fright.
Silence!
Hey.
Order! I will not speak slander about the judge.
Nothing happened in Dr. Maractus's office that day, huh?
But what about the mess we found? Something definitely happened in that office, Apollo.
I know. But we can't prove when it happened,
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
nor that Alita Tiala was in any way involved.
Well, let's try putting some evidence up anyway.
My attorney's badge.
There's no way that she went to that clinic just to warn him.
You
Oh,
know
God,
why
it's
she went, Apollo?
Time to figure out what really happened at that clinic. And fast. Gotta pause for
I think we
dramatic effect.
present the
Wait.
bullet because we know we can match it to the gun, I think, or something.
Yes.
Because
Do you think,
she went to kill him, or something, or threaten him.
Yeah. Do you think Walkie was so adamant that he did it because secretly, like maybe deep down he knows that Alita is
Oh,
guilty
no.
and he wants to
Oh,
go to jail for her?
baby. Maybe. I think this is it. We can't
Think so?
until we match it to the gun. We can't, but like we can say, let's try to match it to the gun because we think it happened then. Because we know the gun was missing 2 bullets.
All right.
I think.
Okay, there's an easy way to tell if you're correct or not.
You
There's
say-
music playing in
I
the
know, yeah.
background.
The music, uh-huh.
You say nothing
music will
happened
stop.
in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this.
What's that? It looks like a squished up ball of clay. Kind of like you, actually.
It's my
Wow.
attorney's badge.
Burn.
Wow.
It's my attorney's badge.
This bullet was found in the Maractus Clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala.
Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic.
Clearly not.
Ah, but this was stuck inside the doctor's safe that I broke into illegally.
How the what? Wait, what? What the fuck?
Inside the safe?
I guess the police didn't check that far. See, I told you.
But there's a problem.
Yeah, it's not admissible.
How can you say that? How can you say that bullet was fired on that day?
Weren't you the one who explained rifling marks to us? Check your privilege.
Really flops back to him.
Oh my god.
The pistol was taken from the Kentucky mansion that day. If the marks on this bullet match the murder weapon, then it proves a firearm was discharged in the office of the day of the murder.
Not bad, Hair Forehead.
Bailiff, have this bullet analyzed immediately.
Wait,
Where
what?
the hell's the friggin' bailiff?
I get the feeling the bailiff just puts it in his mouth.
30 minutes later,
swishes
the
it
report
around.
arrives.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh.
Swishes it around.
He's like, yep, definitely a bullet.
Sure is a bullet.
The rifling marks on both bullets are identical.
Well, it seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon. Too bad it's inadmissible. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position?
The bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in that office on that day. And at the time of firing, the safe was open. The safe which contained the top secret chart.
You think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus? In order to open the safe?
Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala.
Order! 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 Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness?
Alita Tiala knew about Waki Kataki's botched operation. She got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him, and then the bullet finally reached its destination?
What?
That reminds me. Apparently, the Katakis have been asserting themselves in the lawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money. A fortune, if you will.
Nefarious! So she planned to marry him just to get her hands on this fortune?
Objection! Oh shit! I wasn't.
You talking trash about my Alita,
Oh no, he did. Oh no.
and I'll sue you, lawyer man!
Huh? Me?
Yeah, you said you'd abuse my Alita?
I think you mean accuse.
Same difference. Well, you can't have her. She's mine. It was me. I shot the doctor. Me. He left me to die, so I left him to die too. There, in that park.
Waki.
You keep your hands off my Alita, or I'll...
Miss Tiala!
I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've laughed so hard.
Something funny?
Your face.
Waki, wake up and smell reality.
Alita, baby?
Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Alita, baby.
The judge. Holy shit.
Oh shit, wait!
The signature.
Jesus.
The engagement. I mean, come on. It's so obvious.
Oh no.
Even for brainless, spoiled brats such as yourself.
Oh.
Alita.
Terry?
Oh. Your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fräulein.
Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway.
So, the family fortune is what you're really after.
That's right. I wanted the money.
No way! That's whack! I ain't trying to hear that!
Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question?
Who? Me?
I believe you said you were going to abuse me.
Accuse.
Of what crime, might I ask?
Huh?
Oh, I'm a bad girl, sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into the safe after I'd already left the clinic.
What?
I would never do a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat.
What are you talking about?
Trucy.
You had the most to lose if that chart was found.
But I didn't have a pistol. Now did I?
Well, you could have taken walkies, you bitch.
You think he'd have mentioned that, no? All I've heard him say is, "It was me. I shot him."
It's only because he's trying to protect you.
Sorry to intrude on this lovely conversation. But the two of you are forgetting one critical point.
What? What point?
Certainly, the Fräulein wanted the chart. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe, but then... Wouldn't she have taken the chart?
Oh.
You see? That chart wouldn't have been left in that safe.
But
He's right! God damn it, he's brilliant.
Miss
Man.
Tiala,
And he's so hot.
He kind of is.
Yes.
you wench! It was clear to this court that you are not a very good fiancé.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Oh, damn.
Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day.
Don't forget! We've proven that you were at the Miraculous Clinic on the day of the crime! Ha!
Witness testimony.
I had a whole pack of Rolos. I'm ready to go.
The miraculous clinic too. Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In case I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof that I stole the pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Miraculous was shot in the temple or not.
What?
damn.
You went back later?
To finish the job.
That chart was dangerous, you understand? I needed to get rid of it. That's why I went that day.
But you couldn't get the chart then, could you?
Later that night, Dr. Miraculous was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place.
That was you?
Thump.
Apollo? Sound. It came from behind this door.
Someone's in there. A break-in. They left through the window. You were that burglar.
that was you two. If only I had one more minute. Well, apparently I only have 5.
I know, right?
Then I could have opened that safe and gotten the chart.
What? That's trespassing and brazen at that.
Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know.
In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination!
After the break.
I only say it with such
Jesus.
enthusiasm because he has an exclamation point.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
Line that up properly.
Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one, eh?
Cross-examination. The Maractus Clinic 2. Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor.
Why that day?
That brat was uncontrollable. He was ready to kill. And that would bring in the police. And that chart would become evidence. And I'd be hung out to dry.
But the police didn't check the safe, did they?
Well, they thought the crime scene was at the park.
And watch series.
I'll make sure the responsible parties feel the heat. Such sloppiness won't be tolerated, yeah?
I'm kind of thankful for the sloppiness myself, actually.
All
What
right,
the fuck?
Another line to be taken out of
Okay,
context.
that
Oh
one's too
my.
easy. That one's too easy. That one's too easy.
Now we have Wild here in place of me.
Right?
I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it. So I went back to the clinic later.
Later.
When I heard what happened, well, I was too scared to do anything that day. So I waited until the day after. The 16th, was it? Of course, you and that meddling kid had to get in my way.
Why did Dr. Maractus keep that chart around? It was clearly dangerous for him. He could have burned it.
Because he's a coward. The chart was his insurance.
Insurance?
My signature on that chart, to be more specific. That made sure I couldn't betray him. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof that I stole that pistol, do you?
But you could have stolen it.
Could have? Is this some new definition of proof?
We'll ask Walkie. He'll tell us. He will.
Might I remind you, this is a cross-examination? You might want to keep your baseless theories to yourself.
He's right, isn't he?
And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime.
Yeah, but,
But what? You have nothing to say. This case is over. It was over the moment that brat was seen in the park. What's the point in dragging it out any further? Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not.
Why would she say that?
the doctor was shot in the right temple, yes?
So it seems.
Let's review the facts again, shall we? If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple.
Yeah, I remember that guy. Xander?
Oh, sorry. Yes, we heard the testimony on this yesterday.
I was thinking of theories.
A game.
At this time of the shooting, the witness was standing here.
Later, Wild.
just before the gun was fired, and he shouted.
He's nuts.
Wait, we proved that he wasn't standing
Yeah.
there.
The victim turned his head to look and was shot.
But the pet's testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Strickler, did witness the crime. But he was standing to the north, next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. Like a pervert. If Mr. Strickler shouted from this location, the bullet couldn't hit his right temple.
Silly, silly attorney.
What?
Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning?
Do you remember, Trucy?
I like to have a glass of milk for breakfast.
What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panties guy was mistaken.
But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken.
Then why don't you show us her forehead?
Show you what?
Must I explain everything? Very well, let's recap. If the witness, Panties Guy, was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim?
But wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple?
Ahahaha. I merely laid out the facts for us. It is up to the one possessing the shiny forehead to show us. If you can, that is.
Walkie-talkie was standing at the killer was wow. Walkie-talkie was standing at the killer mark. Wesley Sticker was at the witness mark. And of course, Palmer Actus was at the victim mark.
Let's hear what the defense has to say.
Wait, he was shot in his right temple.
Right temple, yeah.
She could have been behind that rock, but I don't think so.
Well,
Or-
at the witness mark?
Hold on. No, hold on.
Shot in the right temple.
Someplace else.
Because it can't be the killer mark.
But where do you think?
It can't be the killer mark. It could be the witness mark because right
No,
temple.
because remember
but-
we had that footprint. We had that footprint in the by the noodle stand.
There was,
Ah.
but how would she
She
have
came from the noodle
shot?
stand.
Yeah, but how would she have shot him in his right temple from there?
She was in the noodle stand. I see.
It could have been in the
Oh,
noodle stand.
inside the noodle stand, and as he
What if
turned
she
toward
was-
the witness, as he turned towards the witness, she shot him from inside. Okay, that makes sense.
Does it? Why is she in the noodle stand?
I don't know.
I don't.
Like hiding? She knew Walkie was there and she wanted to kill him so nobody would see her?
Well, what seems obvious right now is the witness mark out of the three options we have, because that's the only one that explains the temple thing. But it could be
Let's say
someplace
else, I think.
Yeah.
Try someplace else.
Because we found her footprint in front of the noodle stand, like on the other side of the rock, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime. I wasted everybody's time without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location.
What are you talking about? I don't see any other place.
Apparently, Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
It's time to raise the roof and the stakes.
Yeah?
Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think? But what if they were a bit more terrifying?
He's doing.
No, it's worth two.
Like so.
Wait, you can't do that.
Is that
Double
allowed?
pa-
Oh my god.
Sure, I guess, yeah, why not?
Hair Forehead wishes to take us in a new direction? Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead. What does he just get to decide that?
Challenge accepted. I'm challenged
No.
already.
No!
It's
Oh my God.
justice time.
What are you doing?
Are you sure, Apollo?
I'm gonna board. The key is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, and we know where he stood, and the victim turned around and he shouted, there's only one place the killer could have been. The killer shot the victim from here.
The key
Inside
is at 99
inside the noodle stand.
Ooh, I wouldn't know.
The key is that 99% of gamblers quit right before hitting it big.
Oh,
I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala.
What do you mean?
Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime scene. At this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning.
He stole my panties, though.
And he lied about where he was standing.
Who
Yeah,
hasn't?
he's clearly not like a good witness.
Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw two men.
Oh, you guys are gonna love this.
Oh my god.
This was amazing on the DS.
I bet.
You could have.
I don't think they had this on the...
This was on the DS. Yes.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. He shouted just as he told us in his testimony.
Oh boy, here it comes.
And the victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple.
Xander can't vote.
Oh no!
Speechless.
Oh, yes!
Here it
Okay.
comes.
Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right, towards the noodle stand.
Sometimes this game is so hard for no reason. It's sometimes they try to explain like elementary, like this is how you turn right to us.
Order! 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 So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
Files are inside the computer. Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand. Which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the park wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him?
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Shut up!
I'd think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along.
There's something we should, there's something we should worry about, before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place?
Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby.
Did she really
Show
just
us
say that?
evidence that proves someone was in that stand. He's been flirting this entire trial, like...
Can I
that's
prove
great.
that? I did it.
Well, too bad.
Too bad.
I mean, we must have it? Can we see it? Or
we
is
got it. We got
We
it.
got it.
It's
Okay, we
the-
got
Of course we got it.
It's the
You
what?
just have to. You
Yeah.
just have to remember
Those
what it
slippers.
is.
The slippers, right?
No,
Wait.
wait, can we look at the stand really quick?
Victim died pulling it.
Do we have a... Is there a... Oh, there's a cloth, so there's no, like... Wait, can we turn it that way? Oh, no. hole.
Oh, yeah, hang on.
Yeah, but all the bowls
Is there
were
paint inside of it? Yeah, because the bowls were outside, so someone must have taken everything out and hid in there.
Then there was the fact that the bulls were in the miraculous
Clinic.
clinic.
Yeah.
But, like, how do we prove it? I guess it must be the
that's
slippers.
the point of the trial.
The slippers, right? Would be this because they have her toe prints on it.
Yeah.
But
As a feet expert, I know, but
Oh my god.
that just seems like Apollo's.
Don't worry, it doesn't end there for any of these
Well,
games.
fuck you, Judge. I don't have it.
I mean, we
Well, too
must...
bad. Oh, it's funny.
What else did we find in the... Cause they had a black paint on the... I don't know...
are we still double penalty? Do we get double penalty?
Oh yeah, we still do.
Oh,
He
no.
played
It
it
really
in a
depends.
guitar solo. That's how
right
you
now-
know.
Right now, there's no like actual thing on the screen, but if I say, "Well, I've got it," it's gonna come back.
So you're saying
it-
don't say, "Well, I've got it." But too bad doesn't. We have to.
Well, I've
we
got
have
it.
Must be the
evidence.
slippers.
Now you gotta say this with confidence.
I've got it right here. Look, it's in the barrel of the gun.
Intriguing. Let's see what you've got.
Oh,
Show
no,
us
it's fine.
what you got.
Show us proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand.
Oh, we're back
Siri,
down
you
to
said
one.
Siri, you're saying, oh, you're wondering why this game explains like such elementary things. It's so the judge can understand.
But then like the other things are so hard. It's ridiculous. I think the slippers. What else could it possibly be?
It's
To
nuts.
prove that somebody was hiding in the noodle stand, could be the bowls.
It was
they
the
were found-
bowls.
No,
They
because
were-
these are not the bowls we found in the clinic. These are just the bowls he gave us.
The
Correct,
slippers
but
would be the
they're just
only
asking
thing I
for
can
proof
think
to
of.
show that someone was hiding in the noodle stand.
Hold on. Let's think about
Wait,
this.
how
guys.
how does that?
Because the bowls were gone, you could put somebody in there.
Oh, maybe. How do we? Is that it?
However-
Is that really how we explain it?
However, the slippers are also another good option because after all, we found a slipper footprint, or in the mud.
It
Like,
does say
Yeah.
someone.
Stand.
It doesn't say her yet. So maybe the slippers after all.
Are we sure?
I mean, both of these
No.
prints are the same, which means that she was wearing these slippers. Would you like to do the whole fingerprinting thing again?
No, we know
No,
it's hers.
Go with the slippers. Go with the slippers. I have a gut
see-
feeling.
It's only one penalty.
I
It's not
can see
double,
what
so-
else is it. Yeah.
Yeah, go with the slippers. The Miraculous Clinic, and they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in the trash can near the crime scene.
And
A single slipper print was found at the scene. Right next to the noodle stand!
oh, like she put her other foot up.
Oh, and Miss Tiala. Go. No, be quiet. Her toe print was found in the left slipper. It's on my wall. In other words, this is proof you were inside that noodle stand.
Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith?
Observe the diagram.
Behold the viewing globe.
A park
Look at
pathway
this,
runs
Graham.
right next to the slipper mark. A slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path.
Sure it would if it's covered in mud.
Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, yeah?
Why not?
You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and simply fell to the ground?
That's just dumb.
One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with tools of the noodle making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there.
You have a point. Could someone have hidden in that stand?
Apollo, I think I might be onto something. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand?
I can prove one thing and one thing only. Someone did scheme to clear the space in that stand.
Oh, I guess
This
so now
must
it's
have been the
bowls.
work of an enemy stand.
But like they're not the same bowls that we found, but we know they're custom, so we found.
Yeah, it's definitely the bulls.
True.
This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Eldon's noodle stand.
Yes, and what about it?
We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday. In the lobby of the Maractus Clinic.
A large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic?
Mr. Eldoon was very clear about those bowls.
Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too.
Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside the noodle stand. Space created at the Maractus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala.
Stop!
Got you, bitch.
I won't
Gotcha,
listen
bitch.
any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. Their worst lies in that spoiled brat's pickup lines.
Oh my god, you're so
Wow.
mean.
God,
You're
bro.
so mean.
I would like to remind the witness of her current status. This court does not consider you entirely innocent.
Show me an innocent, I'll show you a fairy tale.
In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a motive and opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus.
More fairy tales. This whole trial's a fairy tale.
Then please, pull us back down to reality. Whoop, there goes gravity, Miss Tiala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself.
This is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand that night? And what was Alita Tiala doing inside of it? Had to get to the bottom of this case.
Witness testimony. Tiala's explanation.
That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kataki family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Katakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him.
You knew about the botched operation. So you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself.
I wouldn't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brad got his health checkup report. And that he was coming to settle the score.
Oh.
I see.
Maybe she convinced him she was on his side?
Yeah.
I was gonna shoot
Very
Kataki.
well.
Probably.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth, or it's all over. It's Jover.
Yeah. I think
Cross
Siri's
it.
right. I think. Oh, sorry. I think
Maybe.
I think Kataki definitely knew that Tiala shot him. He probably saw it, and then Tiala was like, "I'm here to help," you know, or like, "I only shot him because I love you," or something like that. I don't know.
No, I thought the other way. She convinced Dr.
Oh.
Maractus that she was gonna shoot Kataki, and she's like, "Let me hide in the stand, and you drive it over." That's what I maybe.
Hold on. Let's take the testimony. Hold on. That night, go to the next one. I know it's related next one. Kentucky. All right, next one.
This one, cross it or
Go next one.
Press.
press
What's
it,
next
press
one?
it. Oh,
Okay. I will see the next one. He didn't understand.
He wouldn't listen to a word I was saying. The moment he saw me, he started to tremble. I thought, what a sad excuse for a man.
What a bitch.
seriously.
Jesus Christ.
Please don't smile like that anymore. It's creepy.
He was practically delusional. For some reason, he thought the Katakis had sent me.
This one too.
I was just off that one.
Oh, okay.
They sent you.
He thought the Katakis had sent me to get the chart.
It makes some sense. You are their son's fiance.
Don't make me laugh. The Katakis send me. They don't play that way. If they'd known about that chart, they would have gone in there with guns blazing. But I couldn't convince the trembling doctor otherwise. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him.
Yeah, this is a lie. Maybe the lamp?
Yeah,
we
this
can
one.
press
Oh, no,
first.
Bracelet.
Press
Do it.
first. Oh yeah,
Okay,
the
bracelet.
bracelet.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
reacting to her.
Bracelet.
And she's a conniving, lying bitch.
It must be her hand again if she's fiddling with something.
Oh, let me see.
She broke my boy's heart. I can never forgive her.
Maybe not her hand.
Here again.
So she did not give up. She did not go home.
No.
She did not.
Wait.
Knock down.
No,
Wait.
she's pulling out
Oh,
a scarf.
look.
She's playing with her scarf. Yeah. When she said all I did was talk to him.
Very good.
All I did was talk. And lie.
What? Show me proof.
I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this.
The lamp?
A little slip in confidence, and they give it all away.
Oh no, never
The
mind.
proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him, you claim. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words.
My Twitch. What are you talking about?
You have a habit of scratching the area around your neck, around the edge of your scarf.
What?
This is working better than I'd hope! Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say.
I'm so happy I could make I can make some things out of this.
Habits and lies. 2 dots. They connect the dots and find the truth.
Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth.
It seems that when you recall what really happened in the office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when somebody is trying to hide something. Who knew? You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus' clinic office. And I've got proof that shows exactly what happened.
Oh, did
Wait,
he
what are we
try
trying
to
to prove?
strangle her? Wait, can we look at the lamp? Because there's something red on it, right? And a red stain in the cord that I thought was lipstick or something?
It's definitely lipstick.
It's the lamp. It has to be the lamp.
It has to, because we haven't used it. Oh,
Yeah.
red marker?
Red marker.
Sure.
Maybe he tried to strangle her with it.
That's, yeah, and that's why she's wearing the scarf.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
What's that?
You're touching your scarf again.
No touchy.
There's something unusual about this lamp.
Uh-oh. Nee just texted me saying that his fever got higher. So they went
Oh
to the hospital.
no. Oh. Poor little guy.
Is she taking her to the ER?
Ended up at the hospital, fever was too high. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's the best.
Poor
That's the best
kiddo.
thing that she can do.
Yeah, definitely better
Yeah.
hospital and not.
Good call.
Tell her we're all wishing him well.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
I'm sure it will be, but Still not fun.
It's still scary.
Yeah.
It's how, I mean, that's
It
how
is,
I
yeah.
almost had a
Of course,
fucking
of
seizure.
course.
Mm-hmm. The flu
Like,
is still one of
yeah.
us deadliest.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she's not typing back. I guess she just wanted to update
it's all
me.
good. Yeah.
the bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord.
Eh?
Seeing how you hide your neck, I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state.
Well, spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me.
Very well. The answer is very simple, Miss Alita Tiala. Please remove your scarf. Whoa. And your top. I mean,
She's gonna scream at
Hear
you.
it?
Whoa.
Something like that, right?
Well, into the back from the shadow room we come.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
This is a trial to determine what happened in that park. Yet we seem to have drifted off target.
we'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. As soon as the witness removes her scarf.
Her top.
I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove.
Oh, but I can! Miss Tiala! I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven.
What?
You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf.
It's probably from markings.
No!
I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Tiala?
Oh,
Your neck.
Oh,
Is that what I think it is?
something did happen that night at the Maractus Clinic. You needed to get that chart back, no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiance's pistol to do it.
But wait! Looking at this lamp and the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened.
Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness. Specifically. You tried to threaten Dr. Maractus, and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Maractus Clinic.
Eek! Lamau.
You're losing out your feathers.
Where the hell let all these pigeons in?
Some little angel wings being fucking dispelled.
Order! Order! Order!
At least they're not black feathers.
Will someone please tell me what really happened? I'm so confused.
Told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus.
Oh, okay. And Sirius voicing the victim here for Maractus.
That gangster
Am I?
knows everything. Yeah,
I was the other doctor.
You're both of them.
Okay.
Well, you're both of them except for Guy Eldoon.
He's coming for you.
Looks like my clinic's seen its last patient.
We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me.
So you can save your own skin?
What?
I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I'll want some company. You.
And what happened next?
He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. Pa Maractus was serious. Deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out.
Oh. So, you were the victim?
And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick.
I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There. Are you happy now?
Yeah,
I was out cold. Almost killed. And you claim I then snuck into that noodle stand. But how could I?
Oh, he put her in the noodle stand because he thought she was dead. Oh.
Wait, but he's a doctor.
Well, one thing is clear.
Right? What a dumbass.
We know what really happened at the Maractus Clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself.
I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I told you everything. Can I go home now?
no, bitch.
Hell nah. You bear some responsibility for the events that day. true. Yet, if you were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala.
When did this happen? Suddenly, everyone's sympathizing with her.
I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo.
She's a thought. She must be.
I mean, is that it? I really don't think so. We do know everything we need to know about Miss Tiola. Sorry, I read that wrong.
That's fine.
Very well, this finishes the cross-examination of this.
Let me just do my air guitar solo first. Ha. Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock.
He's so cool.
He's so awesome.
What?
Those spikes on your forehead are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way?
What?
Prosecutor Gavin!
You're not being very subtle. Palmeractus choked the lead at Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next?
He's right. There's more we don't know.
But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. I know that feeling.
What?
She should have been out for a while.
Even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand?
Alita, Tiala, half dead. Dr. Maractus pulling that stand. And a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand.
True.
We didn't get any of that.
It's like
Yeah.
we got the latter half of it. We'll just move on.
True.
We might have already figured out what truly happened that night.
Miss Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet.
You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you?
You too, Prosecutor Gavin.
Me? Fräulein, I only wish to know the truth.
Well, let's go back to what we've learned up until now. On the day of the murder, Waki saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside of him. So, he took a pistol from the family stash. And then with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine.
And Miss Tiala heard about this thing from Waki. So she went to the Maractus clinic ahead of him. In order to get rid of the chart with her signature.
But then, something happened.
Sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold.
But what about Dr. Maractus?
That does seem to be the problem. He had just strangled the lead of Tiala, perhaps. He thought to death. What did he do after his crime?
Unless he was a
I was just knocked out, not dead.
From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Herr Forehead, care to guess?
Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do?
Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiala. Do I have evidence to show what he did next?
He put her in the
The noodle cart?
It's the noodle cart. That's what we use.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
gotta
the
be
noodle card.
Or the yeah.
As his next move, Dr. Maractus. So Guy Eldune's noodle stand.
What? Killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand?
It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls?
Maybe because the stand was heavy?
Oh, sweet summer child.
Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place.
Ah.
Oh, never mind. It's all a bit for the judge to understand.
Wait. You don't mean
I do.
he ate her with the bowls?
He made her into ramen.
Dr. Practice did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala.
My corpse?
Dr. Practice panicked. He thought he had killed you.
His next move would be to dispose of the body.
That's crazy talk. You're all crazy.
Then let's think about it, logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Walkie Kitaki?
I question your logic.
Oh, what's this, Prosecutor Gavin?
The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with?
That's right. He had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand.
Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination.
The river.
What?
Apparently, the defense has an idea. Tell us, where did Dr. Maractus was heading with the stand? Here, please show us on this diagram.
Yeah, the river.
Where exactly was the... Where exactly was the victim dragging that stand?
Wasn't it on the road where all that stuff was in the paint?
Yes, that's a river! Yay!
It looks like a freaking road.
Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why.
A perfect place to dispose of a body.
He was gonna throw me into that river?
It's less of a river, more of a stream.
He didn't have many other options, Fräulein.
I believe this clears up all of our remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand and the defendant before him. And inside that stand, you, Miss Tiala.
Did he just like, let her keep the gun?
And then, the denouncement.
Denouement.
Oh, sorry. Fucking Christ. Wesley Stickler, of panty-snatching fame, walks up. Seeing two men, he shouts. In that instant,
It isn't gay if it's a three-way.
Oh my gosh.
With the honey in the middle, there's some leeway.
Booyah! That's how
Oh,
it
it was a
works.
four-way! It was a four-way this whole time!
So, I shot him?
you were the only one who could have stolen Waki's pistol. It had to be you.
Well, Miss Tiara,
Nice work.
You mean I'm right?
I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. To get that spoiled brat off the hook.
You're the one that's dreaming. Who's dreaming, sorry. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason, you bitch. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand through the park, huh?
Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak.
Where of what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this.
is this true? Prosecutor Gavin?
Must I always be the one to point out Hair Forehead's errors?
Maybe there really is something.
I believe the Fräulein speaks of her doctor's car.
His car.
That's right. The Maractus Clinic has that big garage.
In which set a green sports car, was it?
Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car.
And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. And our defense without a case.
I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken.
Excellent counter-argument, Fräulein. Too bad you're quite wrong.
Eh,
Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy.
Daddy?
That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was the green sports car.
Oh, yes! I'd nearly forgotten about it! I totally forgot about it.
After he drove it back to that garage, it ran fine.
That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car,
Because the guy stuffed his panties into
That's it.
exhaust.
Yes.
A
Yes.
glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead.
Jesus!
Oh my.
No. No!
Oh, yeah, that was perfect.
Order! 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 To be fair, it's a pretty big forehead. Well, Mr. Justice! Oh, I didn't, Dr. Maractus, use his car to carry the body!
Is that a groan of surrender I hear?
Oh my god.
Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days.
I don't admit, not even gonna lie. Everything I've learned?
Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case! This is truly your last chance! You only have one shot! The defense will explain to us what happened that night!
The car didn't run.
The car didn't run.
I have an idea. It's all coming together now. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car.
Ha! Now you're making even less sense than usual.
That according to my information, Miss Tiala. Put one and one together, and the explanation is simple.
If it's so simple, perhaps you can show us with some evidence? Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night.
Panties!
The panties.
Just throws it at him.
Let's see now. The panties! Again?
One last break.
All sorts of things come out of my panties.
Oh god, that's perfect.
Whoa,
That's a
whoa,
perfect
whoa,
place
whoa, 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 whoa,
to fucking have the break. Oh good lord. There we go. All right,
Let's
you
get
can
her.
you can read this again,
Anyways.
Eris.
All sorts of things come out of my panties.
Okay.
Even the truth.
Oh God.
And Apollo never beat those allegations.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Another crime was committed that night of the murder. The theft of these panties, the latest in a string of similar thefts. That night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid. In the Maractus Clinic garage.
What?
The snatcher hid the panties before running. Perhaps someone was in this court remembers where he hid them.
Why? Weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe?
Exactly.
I'm so smart.
By the way, I learned something yesterday, because I always learn things, because I'm a good little, a very important piece of information.
I don't fucking remember asking.
And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin.
So you were here investigating?
And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost.
Your hog.
My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe.
Bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break from that.
Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run.
Oh.
My, how interesting.
While Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatcher snuck into the Maractus garage. From the time until the time we found these. The car won't start.
What?
My Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand.
Holy shit, you got it real far.
It was the next closest thing he could think of.
God, he's so cool.
Air solo.
Well, Miss Tiala, wrap your thoughts up. This wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think.
First try.
So it does. can't see. Cramped. The pain. My throat's burning.
What's your problem?
You! Yuck! I know what you did!
Ah,
Waki?
You lied to me! So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man!
wait, let me explain.
Fine, I'll give you your last request.
Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me.
No. He'll ruin everything. I have to stop him.
Cease this at once, you two!
Damn.
Hmm.
Funny. This isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well. Too bad.
There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand?
In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running.
I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police.
Which is when I made my escape.
Which is when you left that slipper print.
Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though.
That was your mistake.
No. My biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Waki declared guilty, it was you.
I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiala doing?
She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now.
Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost.
I think he already knew. He figured out that she was the killer a while ago.
Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days.
He lost, but I didn't exactly win either.
Something the matter, Hair Forehead?
Looks like it's time to announce the verdict. Not guilty!
So, the thing I'm confused about is how did he let her keep the gun, even if he thought it was just a dead body?
Right?
He's a dumbass.
He is a dumbass.
He is a dumbass.
He obviously
And,
fired a bullet
did
into
this
the
giant
safe.
mafia family have their own, lawyers that would take care of it? Why did she have to go ask?
Okay, that might be explained in a bit.
That's it.
Would it? Okay.
In the epilogue here.
Is it the end?
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
No.
June 17th, 4:12 p.m., District Court. Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Great job, Apollo. You did it.
Yeah, we did. Somehow.
Waki's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be.
Yippee.
And he has you to think.
And then this.
Hey, attorney man!
Yep.
You gotta pay for what you did to my Alita, Holmes!
Or to blame, I guess.
You give my Alita back! Stupid pointy-handed attorney man with the death wish!
Enough, Waki.
Mr. Gataki.
It's high time you open your eyes, Waki.
You know, old man! I think it's about time you open yours! Giving up the life, trying to become some kind of businessman?
Don't talk about what you don't understand, Waki.
I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out.
If not in jail, that wouldn't be a happy ending.
Hey, maybe we can help them out. We know why Mr. Kataki needs to make so much money. Maybe we should tell Waki.
For the operation?
Oh, Waki, Apollo has something to tell you.
Huh? I do? Way to put me on the spot.
Huh? What's that?
Show him the reason why, Apollo.
Why is Mr. Kataki trying to become a businessman?
The
Oh.
doctor report that says he has a bullet in his heart.
This one?
Not
The
that
chart?
one, but like the
This one?
this one, right? Just like, I mean, well, okay.
Think about it, Waki. Think about your condition.
By the way, in a situation like this, both of those would have worked. I think.
Oh, okay.
I talked to your mother, Little Plum, yesterday.
Okay, is it gonna do a flashback? Oh, fuck.
It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is.
She doesn't mean... You aren't really, are you?
I searched the globe, and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Waki. But it's an expensive procedure.
Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you?
I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Waki. I want to help you. And I want to do it clean.
I think it was his own stupidity that did that. Oh,
Please, stay in Waki.
eyebrows.
Wait!
Um,
Wait! I'm sorry.
It's the best fucking reveal in this entire case.
Oh my god. Dad? Man, I see how it is, old man. You're always looking out for...
Waki?
Listen, good old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. Then we'll see who's the OG.
Oh my god.
You try to hide in your business suit. I'll find you. Stupid old geezer.
Why? Waki?
No. It's as it should be.
Mr. Gataki, I like him more without the puppy dog eyes.
I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you.
Who, me? I don't think...
Someday, I'll make you one of our latest. The Kataki Lime Pie.
He's opening a pie shop?
So long.
his eyebrows went back.
Oh my god. That broke me. That broke me for half a second. I
And he
couldn't.
was gone.
I tried keeping
Slight
a straight
raise.
face because I knew exactly
Slight
what was
raise.
coming.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I said my line.
Oh, did you?
He said
I'm
it,
sorry.
yeah,
I'm
he
too
said
busy
it.
getting
Yeah, he's saying wine.
All right, here we go.
Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the right anything academy. Or agency, sorry, I'm sorry. I can't watch.
Hey, since when do I work at your agency?
Aw, make a good team. Don't just stand there, let's get going. Come on.
Why not? She did help out. And there's still a few questions that I need answers.
Mr. Hat!
Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my magic bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her.
And my Millennium Puzzle.
Mm.
So there was a fucking bracelet though, wasn't there?
I think so.
I don't
remember.
remember.
Although I can't say I care much for what her father has become.
Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first.
Huh? Where?
Why? To claim a reward from Mr. Eldoon.
Salty noodles, right. You gotta stand back already?
Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat. Oh, it's special, alright?
Please. Anything. But him.
God.
And
Oh, man.
Aww.
congratulations on making it through case 2, everyone.
And we get to hear you singing
We
next
did
time.
it.
Ah, so
The next
excited.
case is Turnabout Serenade. It'll take place in a concert. I hope
You'll have to
everybody's
remind
looking
us who's
forward to
everyone
it.
doing. Like, I forget already.
Oh
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Who's voicing whom?
Okay, going into case 3, Siri will be voicing Apollo. Xander, you're going to be voicing Trucy. Stray, I have it
Nice.
straight. Oris, you'll be voicing what's it?
The judge.
You could be you will be voicing Phoenix Wright should he ever show up. He should have a couple of roles. I'll be voicing Clavier, and you will also be voicing Oris. You'll be voicing Darian. He's going to be a detective for the next case. I'm trying to figure out who the fuck is going to voice Emma. I'm thinking maybe Eris. You get to voice Emma next time.
Okay, I'll see what I can do with her.
Okay,
What do you think of Siri?
and then because you asked so nicely, Oris, I am thinking of giving you the judge.
Yes!
Nice.
My time to shine!
I'm glad I gave him that voice.
It'll
I
either
know.
be you
That
or
voice.
me.
He wasn't even
we'll
you.
consider.
It was Eris gave him that voice.
Oh yeah, with that.
We all just went with it because we all decided it's awesome. Oh god.
Loser! I'm gonna tell
I-
everybody how things used to cost more.
The defendant Maki Tobaye will be played by Nee if she gets back. If not, we'll go with the backup. We'll have Xander do it. He doesn't say too much to Trucy, so it's fine. And
Gotcha.
and of course, lastly, we have one of the biggest parts, Le Miroir, the siren, who will be singing, and that will of course be played by Eris.
Yay.
Good, she needs to work harder. Kids these days are lazy as fuck.
Wow.
Dude,
A nice proper woman should be weaving baskets
Under the water.
under the water.
All right,
I
and
need
with
to build
that,
those baskets.
we can say good night, everyone.
All right, you go.
Good night,
everyone.
guys.
What else if you want, man?